Hello there, YouTubers. This is your boy Green Bay with another video of yet another one of my cars that I bought not this Tuesday but the Tuesday before. I bought this car from an older gentleman. I'm from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, for those that are familiar with Mayheim Pike, out almost by the Mayhem Auto Auction, but not quite. Anyway, that's where I got the car from. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how much I paid for this car. When I tell you how much I paid for it, you will not believe it. So, the car has nothing wrong with it. You know, a couple things here and there, cosmetic, but engine and transmission is 100%. So, without further ado, on this video, I'm going to be going over the car, the engine, the horsepower, the luxury features that the car has, as well as some of flaws that the car has. Also, over if you're in the market to buy one of these and you're asking yourself some questions, I'll try to cover as many of them as I can, being that I work on cars and I know the history on this car in cars in particular. So, this is a 2001 Cadillac Seville STS. It has the 4.6 liter 32 valve dual overhead cam V8 with 300 horsepower. And like I said, I got the car not this past Tuesday, but the Tuesday before, from this older gentleman. He bought a Lexus, so this one, he said, was taking up space in his driveway, and he just wanted to get rid of it. So at the end of the video, I'm gonna tell you how much I paid for it. You're not gonna believe it when I tell you. So I'm gonna start off with answering that one big question that everybody has in their heads that knows about these cars. It's not the car, it's the motor. This is a 4.6 liter, like I said before, 4.6 liter, 32 valve, dual overhead cam V8 with 300 horsepower. Now, this is the No-Star engine. And for those of you that know the history of No-Star, which obviously Cadillac is made by GM, No-Star is the worst motor that Cadillac ever built, or GM for that matter, because GM makes this car. So that engine has so many bad reviews, so many bad comments, so many bad things about it, because yes, the No-Star engine on the Cadillacs, they're bad. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I saw a video on YouTube where there was this guy that posted a video of his Cadillac STS like mine. And he said, now, don't take me, like, don't believe, you know, what I'm telling you is true from the video that I saw. Now, I don't know if the guy is right or not, or if the guy is wrong. Now, on the video, he said that from 1993 to the year 2000, the No-Star engine on the Cadillacs was notoriously bad for head gasket failure. Now, he said that supposedly in 2001, Cadillac fixed the problem. I don't know how true that is. That's what he said on the video. Now, I'm going to explain to you what he meant by 93 to 2000 being a bad engine. Hold on a second, guys. Let me light up my cigarette. It just went out. Sorry. Okay, sorry about that. Now, according to him, from 1993 to the year 2000, when Cadillac built the No-Star engine, when they made the head bolts, which the head bolts are the head screws that go. You know how the motor is it's like a sandwich. He has a top end and he has a bottom end, and then in the middle he has a head gasket like a sandwich. So what happened supposedly with Cadillac was that those two, the top end and the bottom end of the motor, when they met in the middle with the head gasket, the bolts that they made to hold the top end and the bottom end together, the head bolts were too short, and that's how the antifreeze leaked into the engine. The engine mixed the oil with the antifreeze. Boom, there went your engine. That was supposed to be the problem with Cadillac with that motor. Now, he says that in 2001, Cadillac fixed the problem where they made the head bolts longer, and now, supposedly from 2001 and up, the engines are not bad. Now, I don't know how true that is. Again, I saw this on YouTube. I have no clue. All I know is that these cars have really bad, not this car period, but Cadillac, like the Cadillac DeVille, the DTS, the Seville SLS, the Seville STS, what's that called? What's that other car called? I can't think. Anyway, I can't think off the top of my head. But anyway, oh, the Oldsmobile Aurora, the one with the 4.0 liter V8 or something like that, because that also had the North Star engine. So supposedly Cadillac fixed it. I don't know if they did. Before I bought this car from the guy, I asked him if this car had any head gasket issues, if he was overheating. He told me no. He had it for 9 years. He took very good care of it. He gave me all the receipts of all the stuff he did to the car. He even gave me the sticker window from where he bought the car at. He bought the car when he had 60,000 miles. When I bought it from him, he had 180,000. It just literally hit 181. So he took very good care of it because he gave me a lot of receipts of everything he did to it. So, anyways, I just wanted to bring that up for those of you that have questions about these cars because of the whole thing with the North Star engine. So, he told me, yeah, that they didn't have any head gasket issues since the day he bought it. He never replaced the head gasket. I have the car now going on 2 weeks. He has not overheated on me. He has not given me any signs of a bad head gasket. I did a whole tune-up on it. The next day after I bought it from him, I put new spark plugs, new coils, new oil, new filter, new carbon filter, new air filter, fuel injector cleaner, valve medic. I did a whole tune-up on it. So the car runs and drives amazing. But enough of that. Let's get to the goodies. This car is loaded with options. It's loaded with luxury features. Now, let me say this. For those of you that are watching the video and say, well, that's not luxury. The cars nowadays can drive themselves. That's luxury. Or they have backup cameras. Or they have this or they have that. That's luxury. No, you don't understand. For 2001... Let's rewind it back to 2001, where technology was not as advanced as it is today. Back in 2001, if you had the luxuries this car has, you were the pimp daddy. All right, you were the pimp. So you gotta remember that. You gotta go back in 2001, not now, because now this stuff this car has is not luxury compared to the stuff cars nowadays have. You have to go back to 2001. Anyways, like I said before, this is 2001 Cadillac Seville STS. This particular car, they made it in 2 models. They made it Cadillac Seville SLS with the 4.6 liter 32 valve dual overhead cam V8, which produced 275 horsepower. Now, this model is the STS, which is the top of the line. This one has the same motor, but it has 25 horsepower more. This one produces 300 horsepower. I believe the 0 to 60, I think when I last looked on YouTube, it was like a 6.5 seconds, 0 to 60. It's a pretty fast car. It drives amazing. It has the air suspension. And this thing, when you drive it, you don't feel nothing. You don't feel the bumps. You don't hear anything. This car drives amazing. Now, technology-wise, or luxury-wise, this one in particular comes with the factory HID headlights. It has the sunroof. It has the backup sensors in the back, which are right here, which I don't think the SLS models have the backup sensors. I'm not sure, but I don't think they do. There's the backup sensors. There's the quad exhaust. If you look back here, and you look at this right here, this is for your backup sensors. Meaning when you put the car in reverse, there's 3 lights back here. There's 2 yellow ones and a red one. As you're backing up, one of the yellow lights come on. As you're getting closer to the car, then 2 of them light up. And then as you're like right on the bumper of the other car, it turns, there's a red light letting you know, stop, you're too close. Now, back in 2001 again, that was a luxury. That was, you know, that was the shit. Excuse my language. Now, in the back seat, we have seat controls, which most cars nowadays have it. But you have to remember, 2001, that was the shit. It also has heated seats in the back. Yes, I know, the cars today have it. Again, guys, 2001. Heated seats in the rear. That's a luxury for back in 2001. It has the soprano, I think it's called soprano wood accent, all over the doors, in the front, on the steering wheel, on the shifter, on, you know, right there where the shifter's at. It has some more wood. It has heated seats in the front, again, which for 2001, that was the shit. It has no start, which is not activated because this is an old car, and that this car no longer has, it doesn't have that anymore. Now, there's a neat feature that no car I've owned in my life, and I've owned a lot of cars in my life, this feature is so neat. If you look at the keyless remote on this car, normally on keyless remotes you have lock, unlock, panic, trunk. And if your car is equipped with remote starter, it also has the little button for remote start, which this one doesn't have that, so it doesn't have a remote, button for that. Also, it doesn't have a panic button, but it has a button that I think is really, really neat. If you look at this little button right here, you see a little gas, pump. If you press the button on your keyless remote, it pops open your gas lid. That's neat. I've owned a lot of cars in my life, and I never owned a car with that feature. That's a really neat feature. Again, for 2001, you were the shit if you had that. Now going on the interior, the doors, you got 2 memory seating, lock, unlock buttons, 1 touch up, 1 touch down windows, all 4 of them. You got your power mirror switches, you have your window lock switches. Over here you have your adjustable seating with the lumbar support. Like I said, the front seats are heated as well as the back seats. You have over here for your gas and for the trunk. Over here you have your lights with the twilight, which what this is a nighttime. When you turn the car off, you can program this to how long you want the lights to stay on until you get into your house. You can have it all the way up, which it would take like 2 minutes for them to turn off. You can have it off, that they shut off right away, or you can have it halfway, which it'll take like a minute and a half to turn off. Another neat feature, because you can, you know, you can program that yourself. Over here you have your telescope steering wheel. You have your temperature and fan speeds on the steering wheel. I think that's a neat feature. A lot of cars don't have that. Over here you have your radio controls. Down here you have your cruise control buttons. Over here you have your buttons for your engine, if you want it on metric or you want it on regular. Display mode, which I'll show you that in a minute. Your trip meter, whatever you call it. Over here you have your information center with info and reset and on and off, which I'm going to be showing that also in a minute here. You have your four-way switch. Over here you have your garage door openers, you have your lights, and you have your sunroof switches, which the sunroof is a one touch open, one touch close. Like I said, it has the North Star. Again, the soprano wood accent. Another neat feature that this car has is, you know how on some cars, not the new ones, because the new ones nowadays, they're all push start, but the older cars, when you're gonna start your car, you have to turn the key and hold it until the car starts. This car, all you do is you insert the key, turn it and let go, and the car turns on its own. Watch. So turn the key and let it go, and it starts up on its own. Another neat feature that Cadillac did, it has the automatic tail wheel for when you get out, when you turn the key off. I think that's a pain in the ass. I don't like it. I'm trying to figure out how to turn it off. I like to do things my own way. So now let's do the cluster. You got your dual cup holders there, and then you have two coffee spaces. You have the one at the top, then you have one at the bottom, and then this one has a 6-disc CD changer, as well as you can put another CD in there. Now, what I love about this cluster is that let me turn it off again. If you look at it now, it's dark. You don't see anything. But as soon as you turn the key, everything comes to life. That's another neat feature. It has LEDs. Now, so obviously you got your temperature, RPM, miles per hour, gas. The reason why all these lights are on right now is because the car's not on. I turned the key all the way, but the car's not on. So that's why you see those lights. Once I start the car, those lights go away. The car, like I said, has 181,007 miles. What I was talking about, the stuff over here is, if you press this button, the one that says engine metric, it changes the stuff on the steering, on the cluster. It goes from miles per hour to kilometers or whatever you want to call it. Then you switch it back and it goes back to miles per hour. This one that says display mode, what is neat about this dash is that you can customize it. You can have it the way I have it right now, where you have the needles and you have the digital speedometer, or you can turn the needles off and just keep the digital miles per hour, or you can turn the cluster back on, turn off the miles per hour digital, or like the way I like it, have them both on, the digital and the LEDs. So I don't know how well you can see that, because I'm pretty much in the sun. I can see there's like a big glare. So I don't know. Okay, let's try this again. So you can change it from the needles with the digital to just digital, turn it back to just the needles, or have it with the needles and the digital, which that's the way I always drive it. So that's that. Over here, if you press this button, the info button, it goes through a bunch of things on your cluster. You can go through servo suspension system, 78 degrees outside, turn it off, feature programming, 100% transmission life, 98% engine life, 32 psi right rear tire, 27 psi left right tire, 32 right front tire, 33 left front tire, 12.6 battery volts. This is for if you want to time yourself from 0 to 60. I don't do that because I don't like abusing my cars, so I never use that. So, but that's there for if you want to time yourself. 8.6 average miles per hour, 2.5 gallon fuel used, 0 mpg, whatever that is, 13.1 miles per gallon average. The mile range is basically distance to empty. It's not marking anything right now because the car is not on, so it's not reading how much gas is in the car. 78 degrees outside. You can turn it off, turn it back on. I like to have it there on the temperature. What's the temperature outside? Over here you have the info and reset button. Over here you have the off and on button that controls everything on the cluster. This has a self-diagnostics system on it, which what you do is you press the up button and the off button at the same time, and then your dash and radio and everything goes haywire. It goes crazy. Don't worry, it doesn't affect anything. What it does is once it goes haywire, then it's gonna say clear all codes. No, it'll say all question mark. You hit the on button for yes. Then it's gonna ask you clear all codes question mark. Hit the on button again, yes. What it does, it goes through a cycle, and it tells you what codes are bad on the car and what codes are not bad in the car. If you don't have any bad codes, it'll just say no code, or it'll say it'll say no code. If you have a code in the car, it'll say current. Let's say your ABS light is on, it'll say ABS current. Let's say it has the PCM code on, it'll say PCM code, and it'll give you a number. Neat feature that you can control. You can do the diagnostics on it. Over here you got your turning signals. Over here you got your wiper controls. Radio, it's a 4.0 Bose sound system. I believe he has a 400 watt sound system. It sounds awesome. It sounds really, really good. I love how it sounds. Like I said before, you got your heated seats, and you got your traction control buttons there. You have your glove box in here with some coverage spaces. You got another one over here. You can open up, and you can put your credit cards or whatever in there. Then you have the button for the trunk. Door locks again on the passenger side. This car is in great condition. I did do a professional detail because I do that on the side. You know, it's my little side hustle. And I do professional detailing. I live in Lancaster, PA. If you need your car detailed, give me a call. My number is 717-333-1335. If I don't answer the phone when you call me, it's either because I can't come to the phone or I'm at work and I can't answer the phone. Just leave me a voicemail or send me a text. I charge depending on what it is. If it's a two-door coupe, I charge a price. If it's a sedan, I charge a price. If it's a SUV, price. If it's a truck, price. So prices vary depending on what you got. But I do professional detailing. Do you have any questions to ask me? Just like I said, hit me up. The back seats are in excellent shape. It's almost like nobody ever sat back here. So that's always how it is. The back seats are always like in no condition because hardly anybody sits in the back seats. I came here, I was by myself. It was nice and peaceful. Now people just started showing up, but I'm gonna continue with my video anyway. So I'm gonna show you the engine now. We have a like I told you, big beast. It's a no-start 32 valve dual overhead cam 4.6 liter V8, and it produces 300 horsepower. And I'm gonna tell you what, this car picks up and goes. It's a pretty quick car. I did a little bit of detailing to the engine. I didn't really do much to it. I haven't had time with my job and whatnot, so I haven't had time to really get into this engine and clean it up. So but I'm gonna be doing that soon. But I cleaned it up a little bit because it was a lot dirtier than what it is now. So that's that. Do I have my keys? Oh no, wait, the keys are in the ignition. I'm gonna show you guys the trunk real quick. So you can see it has a big trunk. You can fit like 3 people back here. But this is the trunk. Very spacious. I was gonna say very comfortable. You can fit anything back here. Here I have in this folder, I have all the records of everything that the guy did to the car. Let me show you real quick what I mean about that. It even has the window. This is the window sticker, guys, from when he bought the car, with other options that the car has. Everything, when he bought it, the car had 60,390 miles. Oh yeah, and by the way, the color of this car, it's a white diamond. It's like a white pearl or whatever you call it, white diamond. These are all the features that it has. I'm not gonna go over all of them because there's a lot. You can pause the video and you can read all of them if you can see that very well. And then these are all receipts of everything the guy's done to the car. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of dollars here of the stuff he's done to it. So the guy took very good care of this car. He told me he did. He didn't want to sell it, but he said it was time to let it go. He even gave me some new oil filters and new HID headlights in case the ones that he has on it now, they burn out, or one of them burns out. He gave me extra HIDs, so I'm good there. When I change the oil, I don't have to buy the filter, because all I have to buy is the oil, because he gave me 4 filters. There's 3 there now because I just did an oil change on it. Put all this back real quick. I'm almost done with the video, guys. When you guys watch the video, hit like. If you have any comments, please post them below. Let me know what you think about the video. If I talk too much, let me know that too. And right before I go, there's a subwoofer in the back. And now let me go real quick before I let you guys go over the, some of the flaws the car has. For instance, it has a chip there. The bumper over here, the paint's coming off, as you can see. Let's see. In the front, it has a little ding right there. The bumper is scuffed up, as you can see, all over, all around, over here too. Yes, I'm a Green Bay Packer fan, die hard. That there. At the bottom, the paint's also chipping off. Right there's another spot. Here along the hood, you can see some paint coming off. Then you have a big chunk of paint that came off of here. Even the clear coat came off. I mean, clear coat and the paint came off. And then back here is where the ugly thing is. Back here, it has a big old rust spot. Now, it didn't go all the way through yet, other than down here. Excuse me. But you can see here that it's about to pop like a pimple. So I gotta take care of that before that gets any worse. The other side doesn't have that problem. The other side is brand new. So as you can see, it doesn't have anything. Real quick, shadow the back seat. The door. Like I said, heated rear seats. Shadow the passenger front. Power seat on the passenger also with lumbar support. And this is the other door. There's your sunroof, which I'm pretty sure you guys already saw that. Like I said, man, this car is amazing. It runs amazing. It's in great condition. Unbelievably, the guy took very, very, very good care of it, besides the cosmetic issues. And I did tell you that at the end of the video, I was going to tell you how much I paid for it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this car. It runs and drives 100%. Other than, you know, the cosmetic stuff that I showed you. But before I give you the price, if you are in the market to buy one of these cars, just check it before you buy it. Take it for a long test drive. Because, like I said, Cadillac was known back in the day. The no-start engines had the overheating issue, and it will blow up the motor. So make sure before you buy one, you check it, test drive it, take it on the highway. Drive it for at least a good 5-10 minutes to see, you know, if it overheats or not. Other than that, they're great. They're great cars. They're big, roomy, comfortable, sexy looking, beautiful cars. I love how it rides. I love how it drives. It purrs like a kitten. So, here we go. I paid for this car $600. You heard correct. $600. I asked the guy why he was selling it so cheap. He told me, get in the driver's seat, let's go drive it. Now, you know, if somebody's trying to hide something from you, one, they're not going to offer you to test drive it. Two, if they do offer, or if you say, can I take it for a test drive, they want you to go around the corner and come right back, because they're hiding something. This guy had me drive it around the city for a good 10 minutes. Then he told me to take it out on the highway for another 10 minutes. He told me to push the throttle. He told me to drive it like it was mine. And I did. And it drives awesome. That back, the trunk light, see that light that goes all the way across? That's an LED light. I think that's neat. But yeah, I fell in love with the car. And he had it for $700, the best offer. And I asked him why he was selling it for so cheap. And he said because I guess him and his wife, they bought a Lexus. They bought a new Lexus. So they didn't want the car anymore. And he was just trying to get rid of it. So, you know, he was like, I have it for $7. I looked at it, drove it, fell in love with it. I left. And then I texted him and I said, now, I saw you have it for $700, the best offer. Would you take $600? He texted me back and he said, yes, I will. I will take $600. The next day, I got up. I didn't even go to work. I was like so anxious to get this car, and I couldn't sleep that night thinking, wow, what if he sells it before I get to it tomorrow? And I mean, the next day I texted him. I asked him, do you still have the car? He said, yes. I said, please, whatever you do, don't sell the car. He said, I won't. I went over, bought the car. Here it is. I love it. It drives like a dream. Smooth, quiet. You don't feel the bumps. You don't feel nothing when you're driving it. $600, guys. You don't get that lucky all the time. You don't get that lucky every day. That luck is one of those that is once in a blue, once in a million years. $600. So I'm done with this video. If I talk too much, please let me know. If you like my video, hit like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. If you have any questions or comments about the car or any other car you're looking for, please post them below. And like I said before, I do professional detailing, interior and outside. My number is 717-333-1335. Hit me up. Again, if I don't answer, it's because I'm at work or I'm doing something. Either leave me a voicemail or a message and I will get back to you. But when you leave me the message, say that you saw that I posted on YouTube about detailing cars, because I detailed this one. The wheels didn't look like that when I bought it. They were really nasty looking. The wax, I did that myself. The interior, I did it myself. I love the car. It's gorgeous. Again, guys, God bless. Take care. And again, If you have any questions or if you have any comments, please post them below. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And like I said, I probably missed a lot of stuff about the car because, again, when I first came here, there was nobody at the park. I'm here for 5 minutes, and now we have a whole fucking stadium of people here. So, you know what I mean? When there's people around, you can't really get into the video because people look at you like you're crazy talking to yourself. So, that's it for the video, guys. I'm pretty sure, and I know that I missed a lot because this car has a lot of luxury features, and I'm pretty sure I didn't go over all of them. But like I said, here's one last shot of the interior. I love that wood on the steering wheel. I love that. And these cars are sexy. They're beautiful. I always wanted one of these, and I could never get my hands on one because of the bad reputation, and also because I didn't have the money, because these cars on Craigslist and everywhere else, they go from $3,500 and up, ones that are in good running condition. So that's it, guys. God bless. Take care. I'm pretty sure that I made some stuff on this about luxury and whatnot. But I'll look at the video myself later and I'll see what I missed. And I'll probably end up making another video. Which, I made another video the other day with my car and my two friends' cars. Also, look at that video if you find it. Hit like. Subscribe. Let me know what you think. And God bless.